Hey guys, what's up? It's Rowdy Crowley, and I wanted to ask you, have you ever played a game online and there's just some guy who just gets offended by everything? And if you haven't, dude, you're freaking lucky, man. Because recently, I was just in the server with the most toxic CSGO player of all freaking time, man. I'm not kidding. Alright, so my friend and I were playing like CSGO Surf, and we started probably around like, I don't know, 12 a.m., like midnight-ish. And so we're playing, and this guy, when we get in there, he's like complaining about this admin that left and everything. So I was just kind of like, okay, whatever, it's no big deal. So the guy who is complaining is Kyle. That's not his real name, but I'm calling him Kyle, and he spells his name differently than most Kyles would. He spells it Kiel, which usually it's spelled Kyle, whatever, that's no big deal. So I just noticed that it's spelled differently, whatever. I look at it and I can't tell it's even a name. I figure it's like some just weird thing he came up with, like he smashed his face on his keyboard and he's like, oh, that's a good name. Like seriously, this is the kind of guy, he goes to IHOP and he gets offended and starts arguing with everybody because they didn't put enough freaking blueberries on his pancakes. Okay, like seriously, this is the kind of guy we're dealing with here. That's the kind of guy. So we're playing, we're surfing everything. I'm doing terrible because I'm really bad at it, but I'm having fun. But then this guy starts making fun of this other dude who he doesn't have the coolest username ever, but it's not a big deal. But this guy is just going on about him. So finally, we're just going to call this guy like Pumbaa because his name reminded me of Lion King. So we're going to call him Pumbaa, okay? So he just says, freaking, what are you even trying to say, man? Your username's just toxic. It's garbage, man. And the guy just explodes. He's like, that's my real name! My name's Kyle! And so the guy's just like, whoa, okay, I'm taken off guard. My friend's off guard. Like, what the heck, dude? So then Pumbaa's just like, then why is it spelled so weird, man? And freaking Kyle, man, he's like, I was born in Canada, and this is how you spell it in Ireland, so if I went to Ireland, it'd be a much more common way to spell it. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but why do you say Canada, man? Like, what's Canada? That has nothing to do with it. So I just simply say, I'm like, well, you do know that Canada is a French country, right? So why are you saying that because you're born in Canada, it means that you have an Irish name? And the dude, again, just blows up. He's, like, so offended. He's freaking triggered. Like, he must be a freaking, like, Glock 17 pistol or, like, Desert Eagle. Because someone just pulled his trigger really freaking easily. And he's just like, why are you assuming I'm French? I'm not French. I'm Irish. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not assuming you're French. I'm just saying, fact is that Canada was, like, founded by French people, bro. That's it. So this guy's just going on, and he's like, oh, you're attacking me because of how my name's spelled. I'm like, dude, I literally don't care about how your name's spelled. That matters nothing to me. What matters to me is that, like, your reasoning behind it, man. Canada's French. That's all I'm saying. I meant to just say one thing. I didn't want to get into some long argument, okay? I'm not a keyboard warrior, and I probably shouldn't have said anything, okay? But I didn't know you could mute people, so that's why I had to actually get involved with this, because I never really play CSGO, and I never was with a toxic player before this, so I had no idea you could mute people, and even if I knew you could, I didn't know how you could. So this guy's just going on, and he's just like, you guys probably already have a preconceived notion of what I look like. Oh, don't you? Oh, what do you think I look like? And I just say, I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of debating. I think you either look white, Hispanic, or Asian, or something like that. And he's like, oh, you think that's what I look like, huh? And I'm like, you do realize I named almost like every race, okay? Like, I literally went through like 6 different races. And I'm just like, you might be one of these. I'm thinking one of these. Like, I named every single thing you could be. I might as well have just said you could be a Martian, okay? But he takes it as, I'm assuming he's, like, Asian. He's like, oh, so you think I'm Asian? And I'm like, no, I don't care. That's why I named every race possible. I mean, the only next step was saying you're a dog, a snail, or, like, an alien, bro. What is wrong with you? So this guy's just going on, man, and it gets to the point. I just get really close to my mic like this, right? And I'm like this. I'm like, hey, Kyle! Listen, I want to tell you something, man. I have a solution to this problem. And Kyle, he hadn't gotten to the point where he was interrupting you every time you try to say something. Yeah, he gets there. But right now he's like, what? And I'm like, okay, Kyle, I have a solution. I want you to take your headset, set it on the ground, put on a pair of steel-toed boots, and freaking smash your headset into the ground, bury it, and burn it with gasoline, okay? Stop playing CSGO forever. So this guy, that triggers him, okay? That really triggers him, and I can understand why that kind of triggered him, because I definitely went at him there. But this had already been, like, seriously 45 minutes of non-stop screaming. So Pumbaa, he joins in, and he's yelling at him too. Not really yelling, we're just kind of like, shut up. We're just trying to get him to shut up so we can enjoy the game, man. And so he's so mad, and he's like, oh, you guys are going to make me cry, wah. And he's like... he's attacking us. He's like, oh, you guys are probably fat. Oh, I bet you're Asian looking. I'm like, wait, first of all, what does it matter if I look Asian, bro? I don't get it. And like, he's like, oh, you're probably fat, and you probably think I'm fat. I'm like, I never said anything about fat people, okay? I'm not freaking Nicole Arbor, okay? I don't know what you're saying here. And he just was looking for a reason to get mad at us, man. And so he just so mad. He's like, oh, he has no comebacks left because he knows he's not making any sense. So he just starts playing like the sad violin music and crap. He starts playing like that Fly Away song. And he's like, hey, you guys should fly away from Earth. Ha, I'm original. Like freaking stupid stuff, man. So this seriously goes on for hours. And finally, my friend's like, dude, just mute him. Like, and everyone else in the server is like, guys, we should just mute him. I'm like, wait, can you mute? So I find out how to mute him, so we all decide we're muting him, okay? We're done. Now, my friend is the only one who hasn't really talked during this except for the type chat, just because he doesn't really care to get involved with it all the time. Like, we already got, like, 3 people trying to just explain to this guy, we aren't attacking you. We were just saying one thing, and you blew it out of proportion so much. I mean, you got so triggered. I mean, really. And so... my friend, he kind of, once we all mute him, my friend stays behind. He hasn't muted him yet. He's not saying anything. He's not. He just wants to see what happens. And he says for like a straight 7 minutes after he's done, the dude's like, oh, it's such a nicer server now that Kyle's muted. Like, thinking we didn't actually mute him. We're just trying to be quiet so he leaves. Like, oh, so now that I'm muted, I'm just going to leave. Well, spoiler alert, after like 7 minutes, yeah, he leaves, so we win. So, yeah, that's about the story, guys. We ended up having a lot of fun. I was talking to the guys. Now, look, I don't wish this guy bad. I mean, I think he actually is, like, unstable. I'm not trying to say he has, like, a mental disorder, because he didn't sound like it. He wasn't acting like it. I just think he's, like, I really think he's just too dramatic, and he really needs help, and I think he has anger issues. He really does. This guy has a problem. He's so easily triggered, man. He looks for reasons to get mad. So, you know, if he ever sees this video, I just want him to know, like, I don't hate you, man. I really think you need to break your headset and uninstall CSGO, okay? Because you need to figure out how to chill. So that's the story of the most toxic CSGO gamer of freaking all time, man, of ever, okay? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave a dislike and a hateful comment. And please troll my channel for all eternity, because just you're a wonderful person. I will see you guys in the next video, my lovely people. Goodbye. Oh, and by the way, if you're a toxic gamer, break your headset. Freaking break your headset, uninstall every online game you have, and just live like without internet connection for the next, like, I don't know, 10 decades, okay? Like a century. Just please stop.
So is your face.
Rolling around.